Change the setup a bit here. Where's that? There we go. Alright, so 99% chose to explore. Okay, let's check the calendar, because I don't know where I'm at right now. Ingrid's birthday. Cool. So we got the Death Toll, Dividing World, and Oil and Water. We also have Golden Fish. Okay. Golden Fish, Blessing of the Lands, Spice Festival, and then General Merchants, Rare Monster, and also Rhea's birthday, and St. Saros Day. Fish of Mystery, and then Inter-House Reception. Special menu bringing professors and students together. Effects are enhanced when dining with students from another house. Ooh, cool. Alright. Check certifications. Just remember. Cause I'm currently a warrior who is now a heavy knight. Lorenz is still a cavalry unit. Raphael is an axe wielder, going to be a Reverend Rider, which I think he already is. Ignatz is going to be an archer soon. Lysithia is... What's Lysithia at right now? D plus in swords, that's right. Marianne's doing alright. She hasn't finished her stuff yet, but she'll get the other one set. You're doing alright. You're the only person in advance right now. You need another class. I'm not sure what to give you if I do. Hanuman is working on that. Manuela, also doing that. I feel like I should really bring him back to the previous classes in order to like help them out or give him a bit of an extra push. I'll probably do that. But let's go ahead and do an explore because there's a lot of stuff happening today.
If you must weep, then weep. I shall be here for you. Well, it would be ridiculous to not feel anything after something like that. Go on.
Did I just skip something? Let's see. Owl Feather, I got about 6 of those, that's great.
You gotta keep yourself active during tough times, Professor. Even if it seems impossible. That's how I got through it when I lost my parents. If you need help with anything, just come and see me. Eating and training are my specialties.
Well, thanks.
I'm not even close to being strong enough. I mean, Gerald was so much stronger than me, but even that's enough. I can't dwell on the past. There's no way to know what my future holds, but I do know one thing. Whatever happens, I have to make my own way in this world. I have to keep pushing so I can grow even stronger.
Hey, Dimitri.
I'm so sorry about what happened to Gerald. No, of course my sorrow is nothing compared to yours. The Knights are even now searching for our enemy's whereabouts. They are to report back the moment they find something. If you desire revenge, Professor, you can count me in.
Yeah, that's a dangerous game, Dimitri.
When I heard that Monica was with the enemy, I was surprised by how unsurprised I was. Something was just off about her. It's hard to explain. That said, whenever she had free time, she was always hanging around with Edelgard. I wonder if Edelgard is also... Oh, I'm sorry. No, I'm just being paranoid. Please ignore me.
Paranoia is always okay. Can't be too calm, can't be too relaxed. Finish score. I think I know who that is.
Dark expressions don't suit you, Professor. But well, I'm glad to see you out in the world again.
It seems this month will be a quiet one around here.
There aren't many knights around to liven things up.
Most of the knights are gone, seeking out the enemy.
Isn't that a bit much? I agree it's important, but is it a good idea to neglect the safety of the monastery?
What do you think, Professor? I agree. We can send some knights after our enemies, but so many? It makes the church seem reckless.
Ooh, who's this? Claude, you're way back here. What are you doing back here?
Hi, Teach. I see the storm in your eyes has passed. You're looking much better. I've been reading Gerald's diary. The baby he mentions. That's you, isn't it? I can't understand about half of what's written here. But Gerald really cherished you. That much is clear.
Alright, let's see. I have an unfinished score who likes to sing. I have Lynn's Cloth who wears glasses. There's only 2 people that do. Evil Amulet. I think I know who that belongs to. I don't know 100%. An old map of Embar. That is Flame. Clean dust and cloth. That goes to Cyril. A toothed dagger. That is new. I don't know whose that is. And an animal bone dice, which I have no idea what that is. And then a old cleaning cloth with a crest-like design. Someone who worked for a noble house. I don't know whose that is, actually. I believe that is also a letter to the goddess, and an impassioned written to the goddess. It probably belongs to someone who daydreams about the goddess. Well, that's Ignat. That is Ignat.
Professor, people are saying horrible things about Marianne. They're saying she's friends with the bad guys. If I hear someone say that, I'll... Leave it alone, Hilda. It doesn't matter. That would be the quickest way to resolve this. Come on, Marianne. Let's give it our all.
There is no one here who has not heard tales of Gerald's valor. We have suffered a most dear loss. I do not know what the enemy's aim was, but I do know this. After what they have done, we cannot suffer them to live. If there is anything I can do to ensure that justice is brought swiftly, you need only give the word.
Thank you, Lawrence. Who would this be?
Professor.
A board game piece, a high quality board game piece made of precious stone. Probably someone who, probably belongs to someone with a tactical mind. I don't think
I'm sure you will pull through this, because you're so strong, Professor. Best to stay calm during such tumultuous and upsetting times. We don't know the nature of our enemies. If we underestimate them, anything could happen. Yes, I agree. I don't want to lose you too, Professor.
What are you doing out here, Bernadetta?
Professor, I brought some flowers for Gerald. It's the least I can do. Sometimes I feel like all I do is run away. Anyway, I'll go lay them out.
Professor? I slipped quietly into the vault and rummaged about, looking for anything we might find useful. There is a group of people who want to kill us, after all. What? This is no time for asking permission. I learned long ago that one can ask permission or forgiveness. It is rarely useful to request the former. Still, it appears the knights have already taken everything useful. There were crest-related objects I thought might be worth studying, so there you go again with that stern look. Of course I'll put them back when I'm done, assuming they bear no additional use.
Hey, soldier.
I trained with Gerald just the other day. Why? Why did he have to go and die? It's too awful. He didn't deserve it.
Do you have time for a request?
The Adrestian Empire's Imperial Guards are looking for someone to train with. They're said to be the cream of the crop, but I'm certain you can hold your own. We get Empire Use, and we get Monarch Study Books. And 400 renown. Yeah, sure, yeah. No one else is in here, though, so nothing really to worry about. Ooh. Noseless puppet. An exquisitely crafted but incomplete wooden puppet. Oh, that is from Gerald. Not Gerald. Gilbert. Jeez, Gilbert. I guess he did it. Not great, but he did it.
Hey.
Pegasus horseshoe. Ingrid. Pegasus horseshoes, commonly used for Pegasus Knights. Yep, Ingrid.
Oh no.
Hey, buddy.
Professor, thank you for all you have done for us. Nothing to report today.
It's a sad day today. I'm not going shopping right now. Oh, hey, Annette.
I'm so glad you're okay, Professor. I was so worried. Oh, Professor, you must be starving. Mercy and I made some sweets for you. We were thinking that if you were to eat something sweet, it might help you feel better.
Baking sweets is my specialty. I'm sure they'll do the trick.
Oh, that!
There we go. Yeah.
I thought it was gone for good.
Okay, so I was right. So, oh, but I already forgot where half of this stuff goes to. This goes to Gilbert, this goes to Ingrid, this goes to probably Catherine. Still don't know who this goes to. This goes to Flame. Either Cyril or Manuela. Don't know what the bones go to. I think this goes to Shamir. Or this goes to Shamir. Something along those lines. Thank you, guys.
Professor, please lend us your ears. Ferdinand is saying impossible things.
I do not see what is impossible about it. All I said was that if you want to go back to Brigid, you probably can. You are the Empire's guest, so to speak. They cannot afford for something bad to happen to you. There would be a diplomatic incident. Someone close to us has turned up dead. So one could argue that you are not safe here anymore.
I am not returning to home until I have grabbed my goal. I will not be listening to the words of Ferdinand.
No, look, I did not mean to pressure you. Apologies for the misunderstanding.
Just a bit of tensions are high right now. Tensions are really high.
What happened to Gerald? It's terrible. If there's anything I can do, simply ask. Even if what you desire is revenge, I'll gladly lend you my power. We can't let them get away with this.
I hate to do. Oh my gosh. Light purple veil. A headscarf that has been dyed purple. It probably belongs to someone who likes fashion. I would assume that's Manuela's as well, being that that's where she last was. And a lovely comb. A beautiful red comb made from a tortoiseshell. It probably belongs to someone who takes very good care of their long hair.
It is a shame what happened to Gerald. I am sorry. There are no words. Leave some flowers on his grave for me.
That's very kind of you to do.
Hello there.
It's not gonna be pretty, Leonie.
Captain Gerald's gone. He's gone. And we'd only just reunited. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sure this is even harder on you. But I just can't. I can't believe.
Wow, this is great.
Guarantee you don't really need it, but still. I can't let you feel that bad. Oh, hey, Ingrid.
I'm so sorry. I never quite know what to say at times like these. Just don't push yourself too hard too soon. It's okay to allow yourself to be sad right now. Losing someone dear to you, well, each loss is unique, but it's a feeling I know very well. That said, Professor,
It's okay, Ingrid.
Yes,
Here's some
that's
horseshoes.
mine. Thank you very much.
Alright, how many people you got? One? That's fine. Oh, Seda. It's my turn to clean, but I'm feeling under the weather. Even writing this note is strain. I need to get someone else to do my cleaning. Who else should I do? Mercedes. Mercedes is quite willing. Ask your rinse first. Ask the rinse. Alright, probably Mercedes then.
Really?
Dusty Book of Fables. A well-loved book of children's fables. It probably belongs to someone who is fond of memories. Has fond memories of associated with it. Oh, it's Zero.
Professor.
Oh, yeah, this would make sense.
Oh, Goddess, hear my prayer. Please receive this beloved person. When the cold rain washes the body, when the bird and wolf announce the dawn, receive them into your blue blood. Receive them into a twinkling star. That's a morning scripture from the Church of Saros. Lady Rhea taught it to me. I pray that Geralt is happy in the next world.
I appreciate that, Cyril.
I don't know who...
No, not that one. It was, yeah.
Hey, that's mine!
Excuse me. Not just Tomas, but Monica, too. We can't be sure who to trust anymore, can we? Who are these people, really? What do they want?
I'm scared. I feel that I don't understand the world. How could something like that happen to Geralt? He was so strong.
I beg to differ. There's been moments where he just can't take a hit.
You're inspiring, Professor. I'll do my best.
Also, yeah, also you dropped your letter.
Oh, that's mine. Thank you so much. I've been looking everywhere.
First Tomas, and now Monica. I am so sorry. The failing was clearly our own. We didn't notice the enemy's invasion. And now Geralt. I apologize. There is nothing I can say to atone for our sins. Professor, please do not let your guard down, even among the people of the monastery. There is no way to know where another enemy may be hiding.
I appreciate the kind words, gentlemen.
Monica von Ox. There is nothing suspicious in her past that would suggest this change of character. Her transformation must have something to do with her disappearance last year. Sadly, that is the extent of my knowledge. I wonder who kidnapped her, and why.
Hey, Flame. I was gonna say, like, what are you doing behind the armor?
You have lost your father. Now more than ever, do I understand how very lucky I am that you were able to save me. Professor, I deeply appreciate what you have done. Thank you. If there is anything at all I can do in return, please tell me.
You're good. As much as I wish I couldn't, you're good.
I've never been much for condolences.
Well, thanks for the kind words, Hubert. I can always believe in you to raise my spirits.
You've lost someone very dear to you. I'm so... You have my sympathy. Manuela and I can take on some of your workload this month. We can't do all the teaching, but at least we can lighten the load for you. I've always seen strength in your eyes. I know you'll recover. You're a very strong person.
I appreciate the kind words. You do have a lost item, and I do just kind of want to lighten my load, because I'm going to have so much stuff that I don't need. So, here is...
I can't believe I left this behind.
Also, I can't give anything to the dude, so the bag of seeds has to belong to somebody. Introduction to magic. Who would have that?
Right. I have something rather uncomfortable to discuss. It's about the weapon that killed Gerald. Will you listen? It was a dagger, but I know enough to know it wasn't an ordinary dagger. It wasn't made of iron or steel because, well, because whatever it was, the wound it left wasn't normal. Who could make a blade like that, do you figure?
Well, that's definitely enough information not to provide anything. Let's see. Oh yeah, the other cleaning cloth.
Wherever did this turn up? Thank you for getting it back to me.
So someone that has long hair. Fudge. Oh, what do you... Okay, yeah. I don't mind if Odin's fish in there.
Oh, is something hiding just behind that book? That ring! I have seen it before. Ah, I know. Gerald showed that ring to you beside a grave. Do you recall? He said he wished for you to have that ring one day. That means it's yours. He also said that you should gift that ring to someone special.
Well, I know what that ring is for now. But that's about all I can probably say. And I would assume, yeah. See, a writing quill that has snapped from overuse. Probably belongs to someone who does a lot of paperwork. There's only one person that really stands here.
First Tomas,
two people,
now
actually.
Monica. I do have a theory, though I admit it is nothing more than speculation. Both Tomas and Monica have each gone missing at one time or another. It was reported that when Monica returned from her disappearance, she began to act like a completely different person. As if, perhaps, the real Monica had been killed and replaced by an imposter. Thinking of it like that, it is possible that this Solon had been impersonating Tomas for some time. How they managed such a convincing change of appearance, though, I still do not understand.
Is this your quill?
Yes, this is mine.
Alright, that's good. Bag of seeds, someone on writing. Okay, let's go over the missing items. Bag of seeds, no idea. This is good. This goes to Gilbert. Introduction to magic, no idea. But it belongs to someone that is on your learn magic, and was on the was near the pond. So someone near the pond. Animated bait, that belongs to Linhart. Don't know who these go to. Oh, I know what this one goes to. Not sure what this one. This one goes to Catherine, I believe. Lovely comb could go to Manuela, or just anyone with long hair that was in there. Tooth dagger and well, this probably belongs to Mercy. Light purple veil definitely goes to someone who likes fashion, but that was in the. I'll try out Hilda and see what that does. But the board game piece, I don't know whose that is. I don't know whose board game piece that is.
Excuse me. Professor, how are you holding up? I know how heavily grief weighs upon one's heart. I lost my mother some time ago. It was... Forgive me my moment of weakness. Even all these years later, I cannot recall that time without feeling the pain as if it were brand new. Just know that I am praying for your mind and your heart to find peace.
Right, and that's generally everyone and everything. And Criminal Cop is the only quest for this month. So let's go ahead and do our run through.
Yes, this is mine.
Stupid. It says someone who really likes animals, and I was stupid enough to act like it wasn't. Oh wait, there's a thing over there. I made a hair clip. Oh, well, here we go.
Professor?
Here you go.
Oh, you found...
Alright, well, job well done. Next up... Cough. There it is.
Oh, thank you.
Alright, so... Again, I have so much stuff, but I don't know who to exactly give the stuff to. We go down to the pier.
Oh no.
I gotta do the fishing to get money back. I got 20, 21, 20, 16. Not really much to work with here. If I do swords, then I'm just gonna be learning swords to see. I'll just do that.
First Tomas, and now Monica. Both Tomas and...
I'll learn leadership along the way, no doubt.
The glory...
Not really anything to learn from you on this one. Yeah, I guess I'm going to be keeping that one for myself. Anything new? Nah, just still Linhart and stuff. Okay. So I'll drop these down to 5. Both of them.
Hey there.
See, repair. Do we need any repairs done? Armor Slayer's fine. That stuff is okay. That's okay. Steel Axe might need a repair though. Longbow's been getting a lot of action, but not too bad. The sword's doing alright. Axes. Iron Bow might need a repair. Or I might upgrade that. I might just upgrade it. Let's see. Ooh, that steel lance needs to get repaired.
Is this it? There you go.
The Iron Lance I might upgrade. Or just repair it.
Is this it? There you go.
Yeah, that's about it. Nothing else really needed. Let's go ahead and replenish.
Nice to meet you.
Grab those guys.
Whatever.
Blaze. And that should honestly just be it for now.
Farewell.
What's today's special? A festival in the dining hall featuring a selection of rare Eastern spices. Effects are enhanced for those dining with spicy food lovers. Nice. So let's see. Alright. I don't think I have anyone. Oh, interesting. Interesting.
The flavor is nostalgic to me for some reason. I'd like some more.
It's kind of nice to break bread with you. Got any interesting stories to tell while we eat?
This is so good. Can I have seconds?
This food is a revelation. I can't help but smile when I eat it.
This is my most favorite dish of all. I love it almost as much as Crestology itself.
While I have little interest in food, I will admit to a weakness for this one dish.
This is a wonderful dish. You could sell this in any restaurant in the capital.
Smaller bites will make you look more refined, while at the same time helping you feel full and content.
Nice. Oh, look at all them supports. Although, sadly, nothing for you. I am curious, though, being the fact that Ray is the only person I can talk to, and I have the other two as teachers. -1. I don't think I've actually done a conversation with Rhea. Turn around!
Excuse me, Professor. I know I lost.
Here's a gift. I have... owl feathers.
Oh, I adore... Oh,
Here's 2. Alright, I guess 2 more.
I know how.
I came across quite a bit of owl feathers.
Oh, I...
Alright, it's there, but okay. Let's see. It's gonna take some time, it's gonna take some time, it's gonna take some time. But I can talk to both of these. Oh, I missed the opportunity. So this was beforehand. Okay, well, I guess that's gone.
Professor, a pleasure to see you.
Are you praying?
I've never been very good at praying. I was here to confess my foolishness. While I'm at it, may I confess something to you too?
No need to ask. Go on ahead.
I realize what a burden I've been. On you, I mean. After every breakup, I neglect my work, and I know how that affects you. I'm completely worthless as a woman. Can you imagine how that feels? Oh, I'm going to be single for the rest of my life. I just know it. You think so too, don't you?
No. No.
Really? So if I couldn't find anybody else,
You'd marry me? Oh, don't worry. I can tell by the look on your face you didn't mean it. What's wrong with me? It's not my looks. I'm still gorgeous. Or am I? Be honest. Do I look old? No, not possible. I'm the songstress who swept the Empire off its feet. Men profess their love for me hourly. It can't be my looks.
You look just fine.
You're right. Although, just fine is a bit... Well, it's better to be attractive than just fine. Oh no. If the problem isn't my looks, and they are not the problem, then it must be... what? My personality?
Your personality is fine.
A girl can tell a lie when she hears one. You think there's a problem, don't you? I suppose I can be a bit unkempt. I do have a short temper, and I may be a little lazy, sometimes. But I've always heard fellas, you know, like a woman with a few flaws. Seems to me there are plenty of flawed girls who have landed themselves a good man. So maybe my trouble is I'm not imperfect enough. Do you think I could use a few more flaws?
No, you're fine.
Are you saying I'm perfect as I am? Come now, you'll make me blush.
Well, hello, Professor. You came all the way to my room to... Oh. You've brought the materials from your lecture I slept through. I appreciate it. Thank you.
I won't do this again. Don't miss the lectures.
It's not that I want to miss lectures. Exactly. Drowsiness is my arch nemesis. For some reason, I just can't seem to win against it. Just talking about it makes me sleepy.
Let's wake you up with a bit of training then. A trip to town might help your mood. You're not motivated enough.
That sounds more than a little exhausting. I think I'll stay in. I must compliment you, though. By this point in most conversations, I'm bored senseless. But I'm enjoying this. I wonder why. What is it about you that fascinates me so? You're definitely a strange one.
Maybe so.
In truth, your very nature is odd. You're definitely not a commoner, but you don't seem like a noble either. You're something else. And yet you can wield one of the hero's relics. You're like a hero in some silly legend. Or you could be a villain who came here to enact some evil plot. That wouldn't surprise me either.
Is that what you think?
Hey, Professor. Will you ever allow me to investigate that crest of yours? It won't hurt a bit, I swear. I'm sure I could find out all sorts of things about your crest. And you. Of course, I'm not as experienced with such research as Professor Hanneman, but I do what I can. Someday, I think I might like to become a crest scholar. You never know. Oh, don't trouble yourself. I didn't mean now. I've got a lot of other research I'm working on at the moment. I tend to start a project, get bored, and then leave it be. I might be ready to investigate your crest soon. I'd have to tidy up a bit first.
Yeah, you will have to tidy up.
Good night, Professor.
How are you doing, Professor? Would you care to join me for a cup of tea?
Yeah, sure.
It occurs to me that whenever we chat, I have a tendency to pester you with my questions and theories about your history. It seems only fair to speak on the topic of myself for once. And perhaps you might feel more positively inclined toward my research if I shared my own story.
So you just want me to help you with your research? You have my attention.
I am quite pleased to hear you're interested. Yes, quite pleased. Well, I suppose I should begin at the beginning, eh? I was born into a noble house of the Empire. Not a large house, mind you, but noble all the same. Our land holdings were small, but our bloodline was quite strong. So, as you can imagine, there were many of us in the family who carried the power of crests. I myself bear a minor crest. Our family's abundance of crests may be part of the reason I've been interested in the topic since I was just a boy. I dedicated myself to my studies, and after years of effort, I became lead crest scholar at the Empire's largest research institution.
You gave that tip to come? You gave that up to come here?
I had only Imperial blood, and thus Imperial crests, at my disposal in the Empire. So I came to Garrick Mach and devoted myself to my research during my time as a professor. My progress is slow, but with each revelation, I move ever closer to the answers I have sought for decades. Your cooperation as the bearer of the Crest of Flames ensures my research will continue to advance. In fact, it may bring me ever closer to the goal of uncovering everything there is to know about crests. I do hope you shall continue helping me advance in this field of study.
If you insist.
Together, we will solve the mystery of your Crest of Flames, and our world will be the better for it. Shall we proceed? My lab instruments are fully prepared. I have a great number of tests I'm excited to carry out. No, don't worry. They won't hurt one bit.
I just wanted the conversation, Hanuman. I wasn't asking to be tested upon. That's not what I was asking for one bit. Alright, first day of testing. Alright, so, nope, not group test. So let's check over the goals. So far you're doing great in magic, but you need to get that sword up. So let me go ahead and work on you.
It was quite
perfect.
Easier than I thought. Don't stop. Easier than I thought.
Ooh, okay, drop that. Let's see. Claude is going towards, what is it, Hero? Yeah, I think Hero next, but I don't think he has any axes. Oh, he has like no axes. He has like absolutely no axes. Alright, never mind. So we're not gonna do that. We're gonna work on this.
Let's do this again sometime. I learned a lot from this.
Yeah, it was good effort. You'll pick that up when you're in the field.
That was
There we go. I'll drop that for you. Hilda, you gotta learn the maxes real fast.
I think I got the hang of it. That was so helpful.
And there's no teachers here, so I'm not going to be able to have anyone to teach this. Oh, jeez. That's not good. Hanneman teaches bows and magic, so let's focus on both the bows and the magic.
That was rather productive. Just as I've always expected. No matter how old one gets, that was rather productive.
Let's get these horses out.
I've really grown.
Got that. Yeah, that's right. You're trying to hit horseback. Okay.
Professor, I've something I'd like to ask you.
Okay. When I ask them to take part in the experiments, even my most industrious students run away from me no matter how sincerely I plead. Do you have any suggestions? The word experiment may be scaring them. Make the experiment a job and pay them handsomely. They would not run away from a great teacher. That might be calling him a bad teacher if I say the last one, but I think it might be the word experiment.
I see. That's how it is.
Ooh, that's so close.
Professor.
Focus on lance and skills. Focus on lance and riding to excel as a cavalry class. That's what I'm doing. But we're focusing on lance right now.
I'm honored.
Dear Goddess, please protect us. That wasn't so bad.
Cool.
Yeah, I've got this down.
It's starting to make sense. Huh, I'm actually pretty good at this. Aha!
Hey, Riley Luck, would you look at that? So you are now at sea, and I think you can finally go into a Riverine Rider. So I'll go ahead and unlock the cavalry class for you. I think no, you need a C in lances, I think. Yes.
Singing's okay, but I should really have a cute dance to go along with it.
I've never sung a song before, so I don't know if I'm good or bad at it.
Not bad. Also, they have like no leadership. Yes.
I am grateful.
Alright, still feeling pretty sad.
I actually...
No. I thought your colors would have been different, but okay.
Well, I'm...
I passed.
And I think that's about it I can provide. Cause I don't have enough skills to do any of this other stuff. Cause I need a B and a B, and I do not have any of that. because my armor is at a D and my axes are at a C. So I'm nowhere near it. I'll actually want to go ahead and knock these out before we get started.
Ah, Lawrence. Do you have a moment to spare, my dear?
Hello, Professor Manuela. I trust all is well with you.
I am quite well. Thank you for asking. You are always such a gentleman.
Thank you for saying so. How may I be of service?
I was wondering if we might spend a little time together. Maybe chat a bit?
Certainly. It is an honor to speak with someone as elegant as yourself. I've just made tea. Would you like a cup?
Oh, that would be just lovely. Lawrence, I hope you won't think it too forward of me, but I was wondering if you could explain a poem to me. It goes like this. Verdant rains soothe my aching heart like a cherished friend. Amid time's flow I mourn, bonds I'm not sure I can ever rend. As my mind clings to desperate thoughts, here it comes, horsebow moon and summer's end.
Oh, that's my poem.
As I suspected, I've checked absolutely everyone's handwriting. It's a sad poem, though, isn't it? Feels lonely, possibly even, dare I say, defeated. What makes you feel that way, Lawrence? Why aren't you happy? I very much want to know.
Well, I suppose Wait, why are you reading my poetry? Where did you even get that?
I found it, and when I saw the words, I read them. Well, that's what people do when they see words. They read them.
Kindly return that at once. Reading someone else's work without permission. What an egregious breach of etiquette. Honestly.
Oh, dear. Snatching at something someone else is holding. How violent. It's not like you to lose your composure, Lawrence.
Please, just forget you ever saw it. I beg you.
I'm afraid I could never forget that peek into the darkness of your soul. Nor would I want to.
Then at the very least, would you kindly promise not to mention it to anyone else?
Don't feel embarrassed. No, be proud. It's a lovely piece of writing. Quite revealing. I'd never guess you'd have such hidden depths. Tell me more.
That's quite enough.
Oh, that's absolutely adorable. So bashful. I simply must hear more of his poetry sometime soon.
That's a confrontation.
Hey, Ignatz. What you doing?
Cyril, hello. I was just looking outside. Are you off to work right now?
I'm gonna get a bucket and get rid of that big puddle everybody keeps walking around.
Oh, you're getting rid of the puddle over there? That's a shame.
Huh?
I've quite enjoyed looking at the puddle. But pay me no mind. The work needs doing. I know.
Huh? What's so nice about it?
Well, look at it. With the addition of the puddle, the whole landscape has changed dramatically. Plus, it's perfectly unique. No two puddles are alike. Light will never again hit the water in quite that way. This whole landscape is unique, in fact. Here, now, for us to enjoy. It didn't exist a moment ago, and it won't exist in a moment.
I guess you're right, huh? Weird. I never thought about the rain that way. How it makes the world look different, and how that's kind of special, I mean.
Your mood just brightened, Cyril. And that made the world a little brighter, didn't it? And that's the other thing about looking at a landscape. The view is affected by the viewer's feelings.
Huh. Maybe you're right. When I remember it, I think Elmira was a real dull and lonely place. Once you're out of the city, there's nothing but the plains and sky, and they stretch on forever. You can lose yourself out there. That's the kind of place it is. It's strange. When I remember it now, even though it's lonely, it also seems real pretty, too.
Maybe the image in your memories is affected by your emotional state. Anyway, it sounds fascinating. Endless plains, boundless sky. That's Elmira, huh? The thought of it makes my pulse quicken.
You're a big weirdo, Ignatz.
Am I? I suppose I am.
Sitting around, talking about how pretty puddles are?
Well, when you put it like that. Still, I'd love to see Elmira someday. Cyril, after the war, would you go there with me? We can make some memories of your homeland that aren't all dull and lonely.
I don't know. Maybe, but yeah, I'll think about it.
Alright, that's good. Go ahead and do a save, because I forgot to save my last time. And save again, because I don't know if I did. Okay, there we go. And let's go ahead and battle. Again, starting with oil and water.